Hey guys, in this video we will show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned to do not miss your next move. So here's $1 weekly time frame, and what we can see right here is finally price showed for us a breakout right through our weekly effective support level right here. So also, as you can see, beautiful breakout with a great momentum pushing price right through this weekly level. So what this means for us is obviously a bearish bias. Also, price has made a lower high and lower low as well. So all signs of downtrend has finally confirmed, and price starting to show their directional movement and directional bias to the downside. Also, we have a few concerns in terms of our bias, but this will be discussed on the lower time frames. For this reason, let's immediately move on to the daily time frame to see more detailed picture and discuss our euro-dollar ideas and views more in depth. Also guys, before we continue, let's take a look at our VP group performance. So as you can see, here's our trades over the past 2 weeks, and as you can see again, multiple green trades, which is extremely great considering the current market conditions. As always, our VIP community includes a trading program, including our top 3 strategies for the day trading, for the scalping, and for the gold price action trading, and live signals. Also guys, if you want to join or check other details, links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. Feel free to check it out, and also if you have any questions, feel free to reach to our support team and you will be answered as soon as possible. So here's our free chat, and as you can see, free chat gained this week as well. So as always, if you want to join, links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. And with that being said, let's move on to our analysis. So here is $1 daily time frame, and as you can see right here, we have clear moving downtrend with prices making lower highs and lower lows. But also guys, let's discuss some concerns, one of which is this red to green pattern right here, which is actually tell us about some bullish power. But on the other hand, as you can see, we have some structure at this zone as well, and seems that price only pulling back right to this structure. But all this should be confirmed on the lower time frame as well. But since price floating, as you can see, also near round number level 1.17, it also can spike to the upside, breaking right through it. So again, all this should be confirmed on the lower time frames as well. And with that being said, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas for the coming week. So here is $4 4-hour time frame, and first of all, let's discuss the bullish idea for which we establish a lower probability to occur within the next week. So first of all, to be bullish on the $, let's draw a trend line somewhere right here. So we got it, and as you can see again, we have some kind of high confidence zone right here. Also, let's add our structure from the daily time frame, which is right here, and boom. And also guys, keep in mind that in this zone we have round number level 1.17, and to enter the trade we have 2 opportunities. As always, we may enter on the breakout of this trend line, of this high confidence area, and then wait for some kind of pullback right to this structure. And also guys, as you may notice that here we have our weekly effective resistance level, which could also easily stall the price and cause a possible reversal, like it was in the past multiple times. So to avoid that, would be better to wait for a breakout of this weekly level as well. And only after that we'll start to look some pullback or to this zone, or maybe try to catch some pullback on the lower time frames as well. So with that being said, here's our bullish views on the $, but as for now, let's move on to the bearish ideas. And guys, as you can see, price is in the moving downtrend and also closed the week with this bullish engulfing candle, which is actually not great in terms of pure bearish bias. But anyway, let's deal with it. So first of all, let's use a Fibonacci tool right from this swing to this. And as you can see here, we have our golden zone right here. And it would be better to wait for some rejections, for some pullback right to this zone to enter the trade. So we just wait for a long wick rejection, then as always draw a trend line somewhere right here and wait for a breakout of it and enter in the trade. But guys, also the second opportunity, if the pullback failed to occur, we may wait for a breakout of this daily effective support level right here, and also as always, try to catch some pullback after the breakout of this meaningful level somewhere right here, and then enter the trade short. Because guys, as you can notice, if you will enter on the breakout of this recent low, there is extremely small opportunity to the downside, because as you can see right here, we have our daily effective support level, which could potentially stall the price or even cause a possible reversal. So that's why again, if the pullback failed to occur, we just wait for a breakout of this daily level, and then trying to catch some pullback to enter with greater numbers and to enter with more safe trade. So with that being said, let's move on to the next pair, which is pound-dollar. So here's pound-dollar weekly time frame, and what we can see right here is an insane bearish engulfing candle right here, also breaking right through the daily effective support and also closing well below the 50 MA on the weekly time frame as well. So first of all, let's discuss all of it step by step. As you can remember, in the past video we catch a head and shoulders pattern on the weekly time frame. As you can see right here, here's our shoulders at this zone, and here's our head. So also sliced neckline was broken within the week, allowing for us to establish a bearish bias on the pound dollar on the weekly time frame. But also guys, the final concern is that the price currently approaching the 50 MA on the weekly time frame, which also acts as a significant dynamic support factor for the price. And we saw multiple times when the price approached the 50 MA on the weekly time frame with such momentum candle, and then within the next week drastically move up to close this breakout. So how to avoid such fake out we will discuss in our strategy section, but as for now we establish obvious bearish buys on the weekly time frame, and with that being said, let's move on to the daily. So here's pound dollar daily time frame. As you can see, nothing fundamentally to add right here. Since we have drastic moving downtrend, price also, as you can see, was able to break right through the round number level 1.37 and also show for us some momentum gain setups, since we have more bigger and bigger candles on the daily time frame as well. But guys, also the final concern is that at this zone, as you can see, we have the round number level 1.36, and also as you can remember right here we have the 50 MA floating on the weekly time frame, which could potentially stall the price or even cause a reversal like it was in the recent past right here. Because again, in this situation we also came to this level with insane momentum, but price failed to break right through it and pushed higher. So let's move on to our strategy section to discuss how to avoid such fake outs and enter in the right trade. Here's pound dollar for half a time frame, and first of all let's start with a bearish idea and let's discuss how to avoid the fake outs of the given structure within the next week. So first of all, what we want to see is the momentum breakout and to move to the downside. So what we do after that, after the beautiful bearish move will occur, we then use our Fibonacci tool somewhere right here to determine the golden zone. So as you can see in this theoretical scenario, for instance, our golden zone locating somewhere right here. And what we do next, we just wait for a long weak rejections of this golden zone area and then enter the trade. So such structure will allow you to fully confirm a structure break and also enter the trade with maximum protection and greater numbers. But if the price will hold this level, let's also discuss the bullish idea. So first of all, as you can see, if we try to draw a trend line, as you can see, extremely tight trend line, which is not great. So in such situation, we expect that price will move somewhere higher to this zone. If it will be able to hold this structure, then we'll pull back again to test this low, creating a double bottom pattern, and only after that we should draw some kind of trend line right here and wait for a breakout of it to the upside. So guys, here's our views on the pound dollar. Hope it will help for you within the next week. And with that being said, let's move on to the dollar CAD. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and what we can see right here is a beautiful momentum bullish candle right here, also breaking right through two effective resistance, meaning the daily effective resistance right here, and also the weekly effective resistance right here, and even more, price was able to break right through the 50 MA on the weekly time frame as well. So all this obviously tells us about bullish bias on the dollar CAD on the weekly time frame. And with that being said, without further ado, let's move on to our ideas section to determine possible entry opportunities for this pair. So here's dollar CAD for half a time frame, and what we can see right here is first of all insane moving uptrend right here. And after price touch 1.29 round number level, it's starting to pull back, as you can see right here. So first of all, to consider the short trade, what we want to see is a further move to the downside, to reject this weekly level right here, and also maybe some minor consolidation at this level to create or double bottom pattern or even multiple rejections of the weekly level. Then we just draw a trend line to confirm it and enter in the trade on the initial breakout of this trend line. For instance, like it was in the recent past right here, as you can see, when the price broke the daily level, it again then pulled back, allowing for us to draw this minor trend line right here, and then beautiful entry presented itself on the breakout candle of the given trend line, as you can see right here. So something like that we would like to see right here to catch a beautiful trend continuation movement. But if the price will fail to do that and drop well below the weekly level, we even may consider the short trade opportunities, but for this we also want to see the breakout of the round number level 1.27 right here, and also the 50 MA floating on the 4-hour time frame somewhere at this zone. And also guys, keep in mind that on this consolidation range we also have 50 MA on the weekly time frame, which could potentially stall the price and cause a reversal. So here's our views on the dollar CAD, and with that being said, let's move on to the gold. So here's gold weekly, and what we can see on the given time frame is a small indecision candle right here, which on the one side rejected the monthly effective resistance and the 50 MA on the weekly time frame right here with this longer wick. But on the other hand, as you can see, price created a small wick along the bottom as well, not showing for us any directional movement and also telling about some kind of indecision within the next week. But guys, again, as you can remember, here's our initial trigger event, meaning the breakout of the monthly level and also of the 50 MA, but also on the other hand, as you can see, we have a very long wick rejection right here of our daily effective support and also some structure at this zone as well. All this tells us about some indecision bias in the gold on the weekly time frame. So with that being said, let's move on to the daily and then to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our trade ideas and trade opportunities for the next week. So here is gold daily time frame, and what we can see right here is first of all a shrinking candles when the price approaching monthly level. Also, as you can see, we have some kind of meaningful resistance cluster right here, where we have monthly level, where we have the 50 MA on the daily time frame, and also we have at this zone the 50 MA on the weekly time frame, which actually creates multi-resistance cluster, stalling the price over and over again. And also finally, as you can see, we have almost 4 rejections, and all this tells us about a momentum loss. So actually daily price action adds even more chances to the bearish idea and to the bearish move to occur within the next week. So with that being said, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to finally discuss our ideas for the next week. So here's gold 4-hour time frame, and let's start with the bearish idea first. So guys, as you can obviously see along the bottom, have some kind of minor structure, minor support zone right here, because price touching and rejecting it over and over again, making this structure more meaningful. And also guys, as you can clearly see, that gold currently stuck in the consolidation range, and what this means is that the large institutions are accumulating their position in that range before the next impulse move to the upside or to the downside. So the next step is let's draw some kind of trend line somewhere right here. Of course, it's extremely imperfect, but let it be. And guys, as you can see, we again have some kind of an area of high confidence right here, where we have our structure, our trend line, and the 50 MA on the 4-hour time frame as well. So again, to enter the trade, what we would like to see is a breakout right through this high confidence area with a great bearish momentum, and if that happens, we may enter the trade even without a pullback and can potentially target the bottom of the given trend line right here. And also guys, when it comes to the long trade idea, like we discussed in our previous video, so first of all, we would like to see a weekly candle to close well above the monthly level and also well above the 50 MA on the weekly time frame and on the daily time frame as well. So only after that we will start to look some long trade opportunities, because before that time all intraday's breakouts that occur right at this zone could potentially not be true and just another fake out like it was in this situation. And to avoid that, let's just wait for a weekly candle to close well above the monthly level and well above the EMA on the weekly and on the daily time frame. So here's our views on the gold, and with that being said, let's move on to the US oil. So here's US oil weekly time frame, and what we can see right here is an insane momentum candle at this zone, breaking right through the weekly effective support level and also telling for us about bearish power and bearish momentum. But why we want to look for the short trades within the next week? Because at this zone we have high confidence area where the 50 MA on the weekly time frame and also the daily effective support level are perfectly lining up, and there is the high probability that price will reject it and then pushed up. So with that being said, we only will be looking for long trades within the next week. Comparatively, we will start to look for a short trades only after price will break this daily level and also the 50 MA with a great momentum candle, for instance, like this. So with that being said, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas. So here's US oil 4-hour time frame, and to enter the trade long, first of all we want to see the further move to the downside, right to this daily level, to see some rejections of it and some kind of double bottom pattern at this zone. Then what we can do is draw a trend line somewhere right here. Also we have some structure level right here which was respected by the price, and what we do next, as always, just wait for a breakout of this confluence area, and then we're waiting for a pullback right to this broken structure and entering the trade with our first target, this weekly effective level right here. So here's our views on the US oil. So guys, thanks for watching, press the like button if you like the analysis, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. Also consider to join our VIP group as well. All links will be in the description to the video and in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. So again, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and see you the next week.